It's Memorial Day weekend, it's beautiful out. I just want to talk for a minute to you guys about the importance of having a good logo. This is something that transcends all genre and is really just sort of how you present yourself as a band these days, right? Your logo is an emblem, it's an ideogram, it's how people identify you. You know, if you don't have a good logo or you don't care about your logo, then no one is going to care about you. And simultaneously, because logos are ideograms, if you make a good one, you can have it such that people can already know what your band sounds like and who your band is, right? Based off the logo. Like if I see a pop punk band and the logo looks like it's hand drawn, then I kind of know maybe it's probably on the more emo side of things. If it's a little bit spiky, then I know maybe it's on the Green Day side of things, right? Same with like thrash and death metal. Like you can totally tell if something's like occult death metal, technical death metal, melodic death metal, or whatever, based on how the logo is, right? And you know, think about it. If you're trying to appeal to those, that inner 15-year-old, that kid who's drawing the fucking logo in his notebooks at school, like I was, and like you probably were. Don't you want to have something they can connect to and that they can enjoy, right? So you need to sort of figure out what logo, what symbol you want to have represent you, because that can become legendary. That can become a huge part of your brand. Look at a band like Nirvana with the smiley face. Something to consider is your logo also sort of dictates where you can go, if that makes sense. If you look at a lot of bands who started smaller and then got bigger, or who kind of had a lot of success right off the bat, they had very clear, clean, classic-looking logos. Like if you look at Baroness, they started out with like your typical kind of sludge metal logo, but as they wanted to become like a major rock band, it got smooth and clean. Mothership always had a very smooth and clean logo. That's not to say that those bands don't use other logos or other fonts for their name on t-shirts or merch or whatever, but the overall logo is clean and classic and presents that. However, then you have a band like Vector who, got huge and wanted to just be the ultimate, tech thrash band like Voivod. So they just knocked off that logo, and they turned that into its own thing and gave people, if you look at Vector's logo and you know about tech thrash, you know kind of what they sound like, and then it's going to be easy for you to be like, oh, this is the greatest tech thrash band in the world, because they are. So your logo is going to be a huge indicator on how other people perceive you, on how other people want to interact, right? Because if they see something clean cut and smooth and they're trying to listen to a rock band, that's going to be great. If they see something that's weird and artistic, it's maybe going to be a little bit harder for them to wrap their heads around it, but that can also be really cool. You know what I mean? And balancing that out is how you differentiate yourself and how you let people kind of know, this is who I am, this is how I want to be. And from that, because again, people perceive things visually before they listen to them, right? People are a lot more likely to judge you right off their logo than to listen to 30 seconds of your music. It's the same reason press shots are important. So think about that. Think about having a logo that is similar to some of the peep bands you want to be like, such that it makes sense, such that it helps you develop. And then growing from there should be a fairly easy, fairly concrete thing.